Tonight on SUTV News, winter frost can reduce your fresh food options, but we'll tell you how to get some local greens.
And we'll tell you how one student brought an organization to campus to improve her own health and help others.
All that and more coming up right now. Thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Louis DeSanto.
And I'm Marina Barnett. For some, even college students, Pennsylvania's state budget impasse means that some people have to pass on meals. Some students haven't gotten their FIA money, which helps many of them pay for food. The Career Community and Engagement Center is pitching in to help by hosting a free baked potato bar. The CCEC partnered with Kathy's Deli to feed 400 potatoes to hungry students. They filled their baked potatoes with cheese, sour cream, and bacon bits. Students were even able to take extra potatoes to save for later. This is the second grab-and-go meal the CCEC sponsored this week. The Shippensburg Produce and Outreach Program is on a mission to meet the needs of the Shippensburg community as the cost of fresh produce continues to rise. Aaron Reese has a story.
With food and or services, and we are here to supplement food pantries and other programs by offering just fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and eggs. And our latest mission is to be able to add lean meat to that. So we've been getting a lot of it from churches and organizations and individuals.
The outreach program gets lean meat and fresh dairy to distribute to people in the community who meet the federal guidelines for poverty. They want to give at least 5 pounds of meat monthly to each household.
We're partnered with the Shippensburg University Farm, and they have provided us with a lot of produce. We also do our composting there because we're also dedicated to not wasting.
Beyond food, the program could use skilled volunteers. Aaron Reese, SUTV News.
The SPO is located at Katie's Place at 130 South Penn Street. For more information on how you can help out or donate to the cause, go to sutvnews.com, keyword SPO.
NAMI on Campus is the college version of the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The organization works to bring awareness to campuses about mental health issues. Bernadette Koff introduces us to the young woman who started SHIP's NAMI on campus last year.
Megan Torbert knows how important it is not to ignore mental health issues, and she's convinced her college campus.
It's very empowering to self-advocate and to also have a group assisting.
In just 2 semesters, SHIP's NAMI on Campus Club has gained national approval, student senate approval, and recruited over 20 general members.
We want to advocate for people with mental illnesses or people who are affected by it with their friends and families.
That involves getting folks involved who don't have mental illness and maybe don't know very much about it.
So we want to spread awareness, education, and advocacy for those with mental illness.
The club wants to break the stigma put on people who suffer mental illness by building relationships between all types of people.
We're going to have a basketball tournament, a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. We're going to have a NAMI walk, and we're going to have possibly an art show and a pet therapy session.
The leaders believe campus-wide events next semester can bring awareness, support, and education to students on campus. For SUTV News, I'm Bernadette Koff.
Information on NAMI on campus and to learn how you can get involved, visit sutvnews.com, keyword NAMI. SHIP's Living Learning Communities, or LLCs, unite people with like interest. Amanda Trevel has the details.
R.A. Alex Moran may live on campus with people from different towns, but as members of an LLC, everyone here has a common interest.
And we focus on servicing the community both on and off campus.
The 2 places they focus on the most is the Shippensburg Farm and the Shippensburg Produce and Outreach.
We go there at least 2 hours every week, and we go to the farm, we'll go to SPO and help hand out food to local families. And we also provide a lot of other opportunities like going to an animal shelter.
Being able to share a common interest with people on your floor is a great way to build friendships your first year.
Live with them on the same floor, get to know them, hang out with them while doing something that we also love is an experience that I'll never forget.
There are interest LLCs like this one or academic like transfer and honor students. For SUTV News, I'm Amanda Trevel.
To learn how to sign up with the LLC, head to SUTVnews.com, keyword LLC for more information. Coming up, find out which SU professor made the New York Times bestsellers list.
Plus, find out how you can get fresh produce in the winter months. The New York Times debuts a best-selling author for ebooks this week, featuring English professor Dr. Kim Van Alcamade. Julia Wiegand has the story.
Maid's fictional historical novel inspired by true events, Orphan Number 8, published in August. The Times bestseller list for ebooks has it where else but at number 8.
It's about a girl who's placed in a Jewish orphanage in New York in 1918, where the doctors are conducting medical research using the children as their subjects. But years later, when this woman's working as a nurse, the doctor who experimented on her becomes her patient, and so she has the chance to either take revenge or find it in herself to forgive. And you have to read to the end to find out which it is.
The book's being translated into 11 languages, including Spanish, Japanese, Romanian, Portuguese, Norwegian, and Dutch. For SUTV News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
To see upcoming events, head to SUTVnews.com, keyword Orphan Number 8. If you want to learn more from the master, seats are still available for her creative nonfiction writing course next semester. Unless you were looking, you might have missed some Cub upgrades in the service to students. A new computer lab means students can accomplish a lot without ever leaving the Cub.
Huge setback for the Cub because everyone wanted to know where they could print, and it was usually the library or DHC or some of the halls. But now that we have a state-of-the-art computer room, we can also print there.
First floor. It is open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10, and Friday through Sunday. Hours vary. Students can study quietly and again have access to...
Eating locally seems difficult as it is, but eating fresh all winter long is a reality for one local farm.
I grew produce from the time I was a little girl, and so it was like almost a natural thing that I transitioned into doing this.
Jane Shord bought Beach Springs Farm, and for 6 years, she's been providing people with local, fresh produce. She owns a CSA, a concept that's been around for years.
CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. And basically what it is, the farmer enters into an agreement with a member of the community, the consumer. The farmer will be providing produce, it could be beef products, it could be all kinds of different things.
Shord says keeping things local makes a world of difference.
Provide our members with more food options so that they know where their food's coming from.
Most outdoor gardens look like this in the wintertime, and you might think it's impossible to get local fresh produce all year long, but one farm right down the road has a greenhouse, and they produce fresh produce throughout the entire year.
Lauren Sadler, the farm manager at Everblossom Farm in East Berlin, while she was busy preparing a box for CSA members.
Winter CSA is definitely very greens heavy. That's what's in season, that's what's local, and that's what we're able to grow in the greenhouses without any heat.
Sadler said she came from a family that didn't eat much fresh produce.
I come from a family that is, meat and potatoes. We didn't cook any fresh vegetables. I jumped on Pinterest and I just started cooking away.
Right now, Everblossom is growing foods from parsnips to potatoes, making it possible to enjoy local produce all winter long. Andrew Robinson, SUTV News.
If you're interested in getting your hands dirty, SU has its own farm where you can grab some fresh foods. In world news, find out why the U.S. is sending more troops to Iraq and Syria.
And China is breaking records with their hazardous air quality.
The news during his testimony on Capitol Hill Tuesday.
In my advice, Special Operations Forces personnel to Syria to support the fight against ISIL.
Carter says the deployed troops will add to the less than 50 special forces that were sent to Syria last month. In other news, the Lebanese government released the former wife of the ISIS chief as part of a prisoner swap with an al-Qaeda affiliate. The woman was among a group of Islamists that Lebanese government exchanged for Lebanese soldiers held captive. The woman's daughter, believed to be fathered by the ISIS chief, was released as well. And lastly, pollution levels in Beijing reached dangerous levels this week. The smog is caused by the coal produced by power cities across the country. Breathing in the toxic particles contributes to respiratory infections, cardiac arrest, and disease. The Chinese government says that emissions will peak in 2030. That's all I have for you today for World News. I'm Joe Rodriguez.
When we come back, your favorite elementary school character is coming to Lurs.
Plus, hard work and dedication pays off for senior SU art students. Well, the winter weather has finally made its way to Ship just in time for finals.
Let's take a look at the weather and see what we can expect this week.
The month of December has brought some chilly weather. Tonight, expect a low of only 31 degrees and some partly cloudy skies. Expect sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 50 degrees. Let's take a look at our 5-day. Temperatures will remain in the lower 50s throughout the weekend with mostly sunny skies. Finals week brings similar weather with temperatures in the lower 50s. Expect mostly sunny skies and a small chance of showers on Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend.
With everything school related. This Saturday, Junie B. Jones comes to Lurs in her Essential Survival Guide to School. Performances are at 11 and 2, and all seats are $15. Graduating art majors have been working all semester for a chance to have their work displayed in the senior art exhibit. Darby Sells has the story.
Every semester, the Kaufman Art Gallery hosts a senior art show. Teachers and faculty choose which students' artworks will be displayed. It's amazing what you can do with a paintbrush.
Students spent Tuesday night hanging their artwork in the gallery. For the exhibit, they chose a theme and created different pieces of artwork depicting the theme.
It's all about identifying an idea, working with a set of materials, tools, and techniques, and really diving into the idea, the content, to create as many different variations as you possibly can to explore that idea.
This task is easier said than done.
There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to hit on. I wanted to do one about body image, and I wanted to do one about like the death of beauty, and I just had all these ideas that I just kind of systematically threw away.
The artwork isn't just to hang on the wall for people to see.
No, everything is for sale, so come to the exhibit and find a treasure.
Unlike most galleries, the Kaufman Gallery gives all the profits to the student artists. For SUTV News, I'm Darby Sells.
The senior art exhibit will be open in the Huber Art Center from December 7th to the 12th. If you're in the mood for good food and great music, then come to the Madrigal Singers Christmas Dinner. For just $25, book a table in Old Main Chapel and enjoy Christmas dinner just a few weeks early. Make sure you get your tickets soon, they're selling out fast. NBC's annual holiday musical returns tonight with a live production of The Wiz. Featuring an all-African-American cast, Queen Latifah takes the stage alongside Mary J. Blige, Uzo Aduba, and others. The musical airs live on NBC at 8. That's all we have for entertainment. We'll see you next week.
Coming up in sports, we've got the men's basketball score against Westchester.
And find out how the volleyball team made history.
Welcome back to SUTV Sports. I'm Jake Gillespie. The Ship men's basketball team took on the undefeated Westchester Golden Rams Tuesday night. Westchester took a 10-point lead into halftime, but the Rams' defense was too much for Ship, and they got the victory with a score of 83-63. The team's next game is Friday against IUP. The Raiders volleyball team made history this year. For the first time ever, Ship volleyball won the PSAC title. But just a few hours ago, Ship fell to Gannon in the Atlantic Region quarterfinals. This ends a very successful season for the Raiders. Their 30 wins tied the school record for the most in school history.
Well, it's a shame they had to end that season on a loss, but if I'm not mistaken, I think they had our most successful fall sports team season.
Yeah, that's right. They went very deep in the NCAAs, and despite that loss today, they had a really good season.
Well, great congratulations to them. Thanks, Jake. So finally, to the here to finals.
Making time to let the dogs out could be the difference in good grades on finals, especially if you build a little puppy love into your study schedule. Joe Rodriguez has more.
Creeping up, there's nothing better than a furry companion. The Counseling Center coined the term fur therapy to describe the interaction between therapy dogs and students.
What is meant by that is something that is soothing for people that comes from animal contact.
Students love seeing the therapy dogs as it serves as a break from stress.
Having the dogs comes a great experience. It really helps the residents out. It's such a stressful time during the semester.
As Megan misses her dog at home, this activity motivates her to finish up her exams.
That is one of the things I miss the most about not being home is the dog. I love my family and all that, but it's my dogs when I come home.
According to the American Heart Association, anxiety levels drop about 24% when people are visited by therapy dogs.
When there's a dog around, students are less self-conscious and they connect much more freely.
This is Lacey. This was Lacey's first time at SHIP with Kindly Canines, and her owner cannot be more excited about the outcome.
It's a great, overwhelming feeling to have all these people be interested in dogs.
The petting and belly rubs are something neither the students nor the dogs will forget. Kindly Canines will visit again next semester. For SUTV News, I'm Joe Rodriguez.
Fur therapy is one of many events around campus promoted by the Mindfulness Relaxation Programs.
That's it for SUTV News. I'm Marina Barnett.
And I'm Luis DeSanto. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News. And check out our website, sutvnews.com. We'll see you next time.